Pull this bit out. We're going to move on and we'll make a sharp edit. No, we won't. Okay. Right, moving on. The career versus streak match. Taker versus Michaels. It's going to be interesting. We saw it last year, and now we're going to get another run-through of this match. Last year was called one of the best matches of all time. I'm not sure they can do it again.
Yeah, I mean, this is just ridiculous. We even tried to figure this one out and say, why would you even try to create that match again? I mean, a moment in time, definitely, in the wrestling world, and you only hit the bullseye once with that kind of thing, and I think a good pairing would have been Michaels and Trips, and do the full-scale DX breakup and get that stuff rolling. But I certainly don't want to see Taker and Michaels, the career versus streak match. It doesn't interest me. Win, lose, draw. It just doesn't do it for me.
1 year on, it looks like we're going to see a rematch, and it will be The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, the career versus the streak. If you would place those in order of importance, it would be very tricky to decide who would go over in this match. I mean, you've got that streak in WrestleMania, but is it as important as Shawn Michaels' career? I'm not quite sure that Undertaker is going to get off with it once again this year and, not put someone over. I think it's about time that Undertaker started to put someone over. But should it be Shawn Michaels? Maybe not. He's been over forever. Batista versus Cena. Cena, the WWE Championship. What do we say about this? It all happened when Bret Hart started sticking his nose in and getting back on the television, which I'm happy about.
Yeah, I mean, Batista, I like heel Batista. I think he's I think heel Batista is cool the way he kind of does the whole thanks thing, and the lights are kind of a different buzz when he comes out. But we were never fans of Batista, really. But heel Batista, I can take heel Batista. Now, Cena, on the other hand, I mean, if there was ever a guy who would want to look at his own promos, Cena would definitely be a candidate there. But Cena Batista WrestleMania, stinks of seen it before. Just the big fish find their spots and let everybody go home happy. That's my opinion on that one.
Yes, indeed, the meathead versus the muscle man, Batista versus Cena, the WWE Championship. It should be interesting. We're going to just even take a second here to point out this is indeed the first episode of Wrestledope, and you can find us on Wrestledope.com. We've brought this together in a few days, and hopefully it sounds okay. We're going to do our best to improve it over the coming weeks, but do be sure to come back here each and every week. And we do, of course, want to hear from people who have YouTube accounts, perhaps YouTube shooters, who like to give their opinions, just like XBA325 did there. We'd love to feature you on the program, or indeed speak to you live on Skype. It won't cost you anything. We can arrange that, and eventually we'll go live when we have all the various audio problems worked out, and there'll be a few, but hopefully the message gets across. We're going to speak a bit about the other federations. It's been a while since I've heard a wrestling company referred to as a federation, but Ring of Honor and FCW, those are two shows that don't often get the coverage they deserve.
Yeah, and that's one thing that will make our show, Wrestledope.com, stand out from the rest, as we do cover every show from Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Impact, Ring of Honor, Florida Championship Wrestling. We cover the whole shebang, and we're going to talk a little bit about Ring of Honor from this week. And you saw the show kick off with Addicted to Love, Mr. Rhett Titus going up against one of our favourites, El Generico, a phenomenal talent in every way. A great, just all-round wrestler, great mat wrestler. But unfortunately was outdone by Addicted to Love, Rhett Titus, and the night in question. So another one in the books there for Titus. Moving on to the show, we saw Colt Cabana up against Buddy Shields. Cabana, a little bit of, I suppose you could call it a relaxation with the comedy and the skits and stuff. But in the end, it was Buddy Shields who got the worst of that affair with Colt hitting the Billy Gunn's curse in the end for the victory. Then we saw some of Mr. Cornette doing his promo on the Necro Butcher. Two guys we're big fans of. Great to see Cornette on TV each and every week on Ring of Honor. Then moving along, the final match of the night, and a great one at that. The Briscoes versus the Young Bucks. Matt and Nick Jackson, who are absolutely phenomenal. Generation Me, yeah. You would have known them from those TNA fans out there. Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, terrific talent. And if you ever get the opportunity to see those guys live, do check them out. Phenomenal tag team. But a great match, and the Briscoes coming out on top there with the springboard neck breaker on young Matt Jackson, and then they take the win with the old Doomsday device. Fans of the Road Warriors, Legion of Doom, you know all about that one. But yeah, a great show from Ring of Honor once again, and delivering on every side. We would like to see a bit more backstage interaction, a bit more on the promo side, but a really good effort, and definitely catering for the tag team division, something which a lot of companies tend to, well, not a lot of companies, maybe one in particular tend to ignore these days, and something that excites both of us here, don't you think?
Absolutely. We'll take an edit here. We're going to leave this all together. I'm going to pass it around like this. I think it's better. Yes, indeed. The ROH report there. Thanks to Stephen for watching ROH this week, which can sometimes be a bit of a trial. But no, I will have to say that over the years, ROH has improved more and more. Just this past month, I saw a Cornette promo on YouTube, and everything from the high-def quality to just Cornette's promo, it did attract me, and it's the sort of thing that will get wrestling fans watching again. If they're going to actually be a company that's going to focus on that young talent, that those are going to be our stars. I mean, if we can't work on those guys now, if those guys haven't got a place to work, then the future is looking very, very bleak for the WWE, because, let's be honest, Vince is going to own the ROH video library. He's going to own probably most of those people one day. I mean, is it inevitable?
Yeah, I think, it'll be just a matter of time for the most part. All right. We'll just do an edit.
Works perfect, yeah. we should have been doing this all along. We're not going to edit anything, are we? We will. The question was to do with... It's lost in the run. This is what happens. Oh, probably this isn't going to be heard by anyone. It was about Vince, and is it inevitable...
Yeah, early days to predict that kind of a crazy maneuver, but certainly, if he was to take over, I think anytime soon, TNA would be probably the first one there. If things don't get stepped up, referencing the whole Abyss situation there once again, but keep walking down that road, and you're going to fall off a cliff. That's my opinion on that one.
Looking forward to the Ring of Honor events coming up in future, and I'm going to do my utmost to catch the television coverage. It's certainly not easy here in Ireland and the UK. One time you could watch Ring of Honor on the Wrestling Channel on Sky Digital, but unfortunately